certain things come in a process. They come slow, but they are surely coming. So when it comes to a revival, I am very sure that it will come. Because one, there are people praying about it. They may not be at the forefront, but there are surely people behind curtains that are praying for this thing to happen. So I am sure by faith that it has to come. Secondly, every time there is a downfall or a curve goes down, a curve bend, that means that there has to be a rising. So for sure, there is a revival that has got to come.
When we talk about revival, I think from the beginning, revival has been in Uganda. When you read our motto, the motto states, "For God and my country." So I think Uganda was designed as a godly country from the beginning, starting from our mottos. When you talk about the leadership, that's the president. By the grace of God, we do have a pastor in the in the State House. So that means revival. When you talk about one of the countries that do have what we call the freedom of worship, Uganda is one of those countries with the freedom of worship. So we are so grateful that we have revival, and it's just starting. Like the way when I was growing up, where I grew up.
So we're either reviving or we are renovating.
Apostle, let's come by this.
So your generation,
yes,
it's either dead or it has just fainted.
The
East African revival. We want to have a brief knowledge of it. What was it? How was it? We want to have that test by your explanation of the East African revival.
Yeah. So, there are different kinds of revivals.
Yes.
Some of them maybe God is touching the land, God is touching the people. Now, you see the revival in Guatemala.
Yes.
Whereby God touched the people and God touched the land.
Yes,
you understand? You see there is a financial aspect of revival with people coming out of poverty and everything. But when we look at the East African revival, and that is the revival I'm crying out to go.
Yes.
Most especially for this season and for this time. A revival of repentance.
Okay.
East African revival was a revival of repentance. I want to thank God by the grace of God, just maybe a month now, I was in the land of Rwanda, in the place of revival, Gahini Diocese. I was able to